The name Chettinad Chicken conjures up a vision of intense spices and coconut. This recipe for this very popular dish hails from Tamil Nadu. Chicken is enrobed in a wonderful combination of dried chilies, spices, curry leaves and coconut, and it's shallow fried in coconut oil. The version for this recipe will yield a more thicker gravy that's suitable to eat with rotis or appams. But if you prefer a more liquidy gravy, you just need to add a bit more water. I'm using 2 pounds of chicken. My preference is always to use bone-in chicken thigh meat. If you prefer, you can use a whole chicken, or if you must, you can use chicken breast. But chicken thigh really yields the best results. I've scored my chicken so I can get the flavor right through the bone when it cooks. I'm going to marinate this really simply with some lemon juice, some salt and about a teaspoon of turmeric powder. I'm going to lightly toast some spices. I've got 8 Kashmiri chilies. I've just taken the stems off. I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of cumin seeds, 1 tablespoon of coriander seeds, 2 tablespoons of black peppercorns, as well as a tablespoon of fennel seeds. I'm also going to add 3-inch sticks of cinnamon and 2 star anise. I'm going to add all of these to my food processor and I'm just going to roughly grind this together. Next, I'm going to add half a cup of shredded coconut and some water, and I'm going to grind it. I'm going to add water a little bit at a time till I have a nice smooth paste. I love recipes that use coconut oil. It's not just on trend, it's also really good for you. Now, it's also really cool that these traditional recipes that come from coastal India always used coconut oil. In my saute pan, I'm going to add 4 tablespoons of coconut oil and I'm just going to wait till it melts down. Now, because I live in Canada, my coconut oil is always in a very solid state, but it doesn't take very long to melt down. Next, I'm going to add 1.5 cups of diced onion and I'm just going to saute it. Once my onions are nice and translucent, I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of mustard seeds and I'm going to follow that with 1 cup of curry leaves. I love curry leaves in this recipe. It has such an amazing and fragrant aroma. Next, I'm going to add 1 teaspoon each of ginger and garlic paste and I'm going to saute it to remove that raw taste. I'm going to follow this with the spice paste that I prepared and I'm going to saute it. In my food processor, I'm going to add some water as I'm going to be using this later. I don't like to let any of that spice paste go to waste. Once my spice paste has sauteed, I'm going to add my chicken and I'm going to stir to coat. I'm also going to add some water as well as some salt to taste. I'm going to mix all of this together and I'm going to cover it. I'm going to cook this chicken covered, stirring at intervals for at least 15 to 20 minutes to make sure that the chicken is cooked. Then I'm going to cook it uncovered just to let the gravy thicken up. Now, if you want a thinner gravy, feel free to add more water. Finally, I'm going to add a teaspoon of tomato paste. Now, a lot of recipes don't use tomato paste. I like to add just a little bit. I love the color that it imparts as well as the texture. I'm going to mix this in and this is ready to serve. This recipe is truly delicious and once you prepare it, I can guarantee you it's going to disappear in no time. If you like coconut-based recipes, be sure to check out my mutton charcuterie recipe as well as my Thai green chicken curry recipe. Both of those are delicious. Thank you so much for joining me on Cravings Food Adventures. Don't forget that I upload new videos every Friday. Make sure you're subscribed so you're the first to see them. I do hope to see you again. Do take care. Bye.